Tom Brady is the man in Las Vegas with the Las Vegas Raiders. Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. This is Raw and Uncut Raiders Raw Report, and we're back, and we're going to get into this right away. As you see on the screen, that's Charles Woodson and the great Tom Brady. Everybody knows me. I'm not a Tom Brady fan and haven't been, but ever since he became owner of the Raiders in whatever capacity that is, we're starting to see more of him and starting to know about him more. And one thing that I like, that I'm learning to love about Tom Brady, is the dude's a straight shooter. The guy is really a Raider through and through. He just played for another organization when you think about it. The way he is being aggressive with his moves and the way that he's mapping things out in this reset, because that's what this is with the Las Vegas Raiders organization. This is a complete reset. Brady is clean and slate, and he's like, we're going to do things the way that I see fit. He's calling the shots. So what I wanted to talk about today was Tom Brady is a different breed. We won't get into the Spygate and the Deflategate and all that stuff. We're talking about Tom Brady in the next chapter of his career, which is really in the front office with the Las Vegas Raiders. This guy wanted to become owner because he wanted to help turn the franchise around. He loves Mark Davis. He loves the Raider organization. This guy, does he feel a little bit guilty for what happened to us during the Tuck Rule game? I don't know. But what I like about Tom Brady is I was watching him call one of the football games over the weekend. I think it might have been the Baltimore game. I don't remember. I'm not sure. It might have been that game, but he was calling one of these games, and he said something in there that I think is gonna be how the Raiders move forward and the way that they go about their business when it comes to the front office, to the coaches, and to the players, all the way on through to the staff, everyone on the field. Tom Brady said this. There was a play that happened on the field. It was late in the game, in the playoff game, and I remember Tom Brady saying the dude's name, Gaines. He said Gaines, and I think it was for Tampa Bay. And the guy was making plays, even though they lost, but the guy was making plays, right? And Tom Brady said this. He said, when it comes to superstars, everybody loves superstars, and they're all across the league. They're everywhere. You can find superstars on every team. He said, I'm not really so sold on superstars. Like, I'm not really sold on superstars. What I'm sold on is champions. And then the other commentators like, well, what do you mean by that, Tom? What do you mean, you're not really worried about, or your what catches your eye isn't really superstars, that is champions? What's the difference? And Tom Brady said this. He said, the difference between a superstar and a champion is a superstar goes out there and he does his thing. He's doing his thing. But he doesn't show up all the time in big games, in playoff games, in postseason games. He said, I'll take the guy that just does the little things here and there during the year, but come playoff time, now you're seeing, oh, this guy and this guy, where were they at all year? He's like, it doesn't matter. That guy's a champion, and that guy puts the time in and the effort in on the field and off the field to help his teammates become great and create a great team. So he said, I'll take a champion over a superstar any day. A guy that when it gets to the postseason and they're in the playoffs, that shows up. Maybe he didn't show up all year, maybe just here and there, but when it comes playoff time, this guy turns it on. He knows how to win, and he knows how to be a champion. And when he said that, I said, wow, that's how Tom Brady is going to move forward with the Las Vegas Raiders. That's how Tom Brady is going to bring the Raiders back to prominence, to dominance, back to the commitment to excellence. The silver and black is back, and I really firmly believe that. Not trying to rhyme, but it's rhyming. But anyways, Raider Nation, how do you feel about this? You see, Tom Brady has been a Raider this whole time. When you watch this video, I'm not going to play it because for copyright reasons, I'll probably get copywritten for the visual anyway. But Tom Brady and Charles Woodson were talking about the Tuck Rule and how Tom Brady ended up saying that it was a fumble. And a lot of people seen this video and they remember that. But you see, Tom Brady's a straight shooter. Tom Brady knows the Raiders got screwed during that snow job, but he's like, hey, the refs called it that way. We're going to play it out that way. It's the refs' problem. It wasn't our problem, and I understand that. And I held a grudge for so many years because of that game. But ultimately, Tom Brady, in ironic fashion, and it's going to be in historic fashion, Tom Brady will bring the Raiders back to dominance. Tom Brady will bring the Raiders back to the prestige level that it's known in its past. Tom Brady will bring championships to the Raiders, and the way that he's going to construct this team through the general manager, now that right now as we speak, they're looking for a GM, and they're also looking for a head coach. What they're talking about that it's going to be Ben Johnson, right? That's what everybody's hearing. That's going to be Ben Johnson. So if it's going to be Ben Johnson, you're going to have to pair him up with a good GM. Maybe a guy's coming with them. I don't know. Is it going to be Tom Brady that calls himself the GM? I don't know. Who knows right now? Anything can happen. Anything goes when it's the Las Vegas Raiders organization. It's never a dull moment. We definitely haven't had many winning seasons in years, but it's never a dull moment, and it's a fucking roller coaster, excuse my language, being a Raider fan. Whether it's through Oakland, LA, or Las Vegas, it doesn't matter. It's never a dull moment. It's the Las Vegas Raiders organization, and it's Tom Brady. And I love the way he sees things. And to be honest with you, I think this is the way that the Raiders organization is going to move forward, with that mindset. Not really focused on the superstars, even a couple here and there, but really focused on role players, focused on guys that make big plays when it's big time games, that make big plays in big time games at the big time moment. They get it done. And that's what the Raiders have been lacking for many years. I believe we have pieces in place. This to me tells me I wouldn't be surprised if Max Crosby might be traded. I'm going to tell you why. Max Crosby, if you've seen the interview, this will be real quick, that he had on his Rush podcast. Basically, it wasn't an interview, but he was talking. And I've never seen a player do this before. And I know we're in a different era, and I love Max Crosby. Look, I'm wearing it right here. So Max, if you see this, which I don't know if he watches my videos or not, but Mr. Crosby, the Condor, a bad mother, watch your mouth, a bad mother flyer, a bad mother fowler. I just think when you get on the internet and you big up yourself, I know what I can do. I know what I bring to the table. I know my work ethic. I'm this kind of guy. I am him. I think that's too much, bro. Of course, I'm from a different era where we didn't toot our own horn like that. You kind of just were calm about it, and you know, some players were flamboyant like that. But I think when you do that, I think you lose the fan base sometimes. I think you lose the people, you lose touch with people, because now you're believing your own smoke that's being blown up your dookie chute. And I love you, Max Crosby, and I hope you stay a Raider. But I think that mentality right there, because of that mentality and the way Tom Brady is, it might not mix. But what do I know? I'm just a normal ass dude making these videos. It's Raw and Uncut. It's the Raiders Raw Report with Mitchell Benz, not to be confused with that other fool Mitchell Renz or Wi-Fi Weenie. I ain't got on Wi-Fi Weenie in a long time, but you know what it is. And Tom Brady's been a Raider, so this is only fitting for him to be the man resetting everything, to bring us back to dominance, back to prominence, back to the commitment to excellence, like the great Al Davis always saw, and definitely saw in its future, because he did say the greatness in the Raiders, or he said it this way, the greatness in the Raiders lies in its future. Yo, and at the hands of Tom Brady and with homies like Charles Woodson around and others, the sky's the limit. What do you think? Drop your comments down in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about it. Like, share this video. Share this mother flying video. To quote the homie Nino Brown. Yo, Raw and Uncut, thank you for watching. Like we always do about this time, we out.